Conor McGregor has announced that he plans to run for president of Ireland. On X, he wrote, "Ireland, the choice is yours and it's an easy one. Vote for me as your president and we will save Ireland together." Gail McElroy, who is a professor of political science, believes Conor has absolutely zero chance of getting elected. She told Sky News close to zero. There's two hurdles. First, you have to get nominated, and then you have to win a majority of the vote. Both of those hurdles are almost insurmountable. Fight announcements. Rose Namajunas is scheduled to face Miranda Maverick at UFC Fight Night on June 14th. Namajunas enters the bout following a unanimous decision loss to Erin Blanchfield in November. Meanwhile, Maverick is riding a 4-fight winning streak, with her most recent victory coming via unanimous decision against Jamie Lynn Horth in December. Additionally, a light heavyweight matchup between Alonzo Menefield and Umar Sy is set for the same event. Menefield is coming off a split decision win over Julius Walker in February, while Umar Sy remains undefeated in his professional MMA career at 11-0, most recently securing a unanimous decision victory over Da Woon Jung. Jamahal Hill believes Jan Blachowicz actually beat Alex Bejeda in their fight back in 2023, which Alex won via split decision. Jan will be fighting Carlos Ulberg tomorrow at UFC London, and Jamahal reveals what he believes Jan needs to do to break Ulberg down and secure a victory.
I believe that Blachowicz won the Pereira fight. As I was watching that back, as I was preparing for UFC 300, that fight really kind of stuck out to me because I believe Jan won that fight. However, he didn't do himself any favors. All right, and he showed a very, very low fight IQ in some of the things that he was that opened itself up to him, and he wasn't able to take advantage of it. One being, he hit, I believe, second round, he hit Pereira with a low leg kick that looked like it had his leg sticking to the mat, looked like it did some serious damage to his leg, and nothing. Like, he did nothing. He never threw the kick again or anything like that. I believe he's gonna have to be consistent with that calf kick against a Ulberg to break down his mobility and keep him stationary.
Johnny Walker posted footage of him and Merab Dvalishvili studying his fight against Sean O'Malley, where Merab won via unanimous decision. At the moment, it's not official. However, Dana White hinted that Merab will be defending his bantamweight title against Sean O'Malley in a rematch next.
Yes, you can't do that with Merab.
We are studying.
Coach Merab now, my friend. Yeah, you're gonna see what's coming now. We studying here. I'm learning some tricks.
Aljamain Sterling shares his insights on what Leon Edwards must do to defeat Sean Brady tomorrow. While he sees the matchup as highly competitive, Aljo ultimately favors Brady to come out on top.
To pick his shots accurately, invest in the body, and making sure he's using his lateral footwork to keep Sean Brady guessing and disrupt his timing for his shot entries. I think that's going to be the game plan for him to win, because if Leon Edwards is able to do that well in normal circumstances, time frame of when you're competing against a guy like Kamaru, Usman, one of the best wrestlers in the division, talking about pressure fight, even if he doesn't get you down, he's pushing against the cage, kneeing you, foot stomping you, beating you up, draining the clock, and you're just looking up, how do I get out of here? So with that said, I think it's a very intriguing fight. I do like how Brady has looked in the past. These recent performances, I think they tell a lot. And my intuition says Brady.
Ahead of their fight tomorrow at UFC London, Jan Blachowicz says he believes he's better than Carlos Ulberg in every aspect of MMA. Despite being 42 years old and coming off a 600-day layoff, Jan wants to prove he still has the fire inside of him to compete with the best. Speaking to MMA Junkie, Jan said he's a kickboxer, very good kickboxer. Good left hand, very fast, good movement on the feet, but I've got very big experience, and I feel everything inside the octagon. So it's another fighter I have to beat and that's it. All respect to him. I have to be careful all the time, but I feel everything. I also have some questions, and I'm going to have answers Saturday, and I'm waiting for that. In my head, visualization training is third round KO. I see keys in stand-up, also in wrestling, also jiu-jitsu. So I just have to find a hole in the fight and use it. I'm ready for that. With all respect to him, he's a good kickboxer, good fighter, but I think I'm better in every part of the fight. Even experience is on my side. He's younger for sure, this is on his side, but I've still got the fire inside me, and you're going to see it on Saturday. Gunnar Nelson will be fighting Kevin Holland tomorrow at UFC London. Kevin is moving back down to the welterweight division for this fight after an unsuccessful run at middleweight. Gunnar says he's a fan of Kevin and his fighting style and is looking forward to the matchup. He adds that the most obvious path to victory for him is to go for a submission.
Yeah, I was excited. I like Kevin. He's a fun fighter. I've watched him a lot of his fights. He's exciting. He's got a fun energy. And he's a popular fighter too. So yeah, I was glad. I think it's a fun style. You know, like our body types are very different. He's tall, lanky, and he's a kung fu fighter. So I think it'll be a really fun match. I'm excited for the energy that's gonna be in the octagon. Anyway, I think my style is unique. Obviously, like the obvious answer would be on the ground, since I have a lot of submissions. He has some submission losses, and so that would be an obvious answer. But I think overall, like it's the energy that I bring is a little bit different. I mean, everyone's energy is, I suppose, but I do have a unique style. I know that.
Kamaru Usman and Henry Cejudo have a disagreement on the Pound for Pound podcast. Henry believes that if Paddy Pimblett defeats Michael Chandler at UFC 314, he may skip the line and fight for the lightweight title next. Kamaru heavily disagrees and does not believe beating Michael Chandler warrants a title shot at this point.
We also have to consider too is Michael Chandler versus Paddy Pimblett. If Paddy Pimblett gets the job done, Kamaru, if he gets the job done, Paddy Pimblett could potentially skip that line and go all the way to the front and potentially be the next title challenger. What do you think, man? Am I crazy, Kush?
Whoa. No. I think you are a little. That's a little far-fetched. If Paddy Pimblett gets past Michael Chandler, that does not warrant a title shot. When Charles Oliveira has gotten past Michael Chandler, Justin Gaethje has gotten past Michael Chandler, so that Dustin Poirier has gotten past Michael Chandler, that does not warrant a title shot. Those are just three names right there, and then you've also got Arman Tsarukyan. You've also, let's not forget, Ilia El Matador Topuria.
Renato Moicano shared his thoughts on the upcoming matchup between Jean Silva and Bryce Mitchell at UFC 314, addressing the narrative that Silva will dominate Mitchell with ease. Moicano disagrees, stating that the fight will be more competitive than many expect. While he admits that he would personally bet on Silva, he doesn't see the bout being as one-sided as some believe.
Yeah, it's not an easy matchup for both, you know?
That's true.
Because I see a lot of people like dismissing Bryce Mitchell because Jean Silva is a monster, and he is. And if I had to put my money, I would put on Jean Silva because the momentum, everything. But you have to remember, and I saw that on internet, people saying that the other guy, the Canadian guy, took Jean Silva down 2 times.
Charles Jourdain,
yeah.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah, so I don't think it's going to be as easy as people think, you know. But I'm telling you, I'm pretty hyped up for the fight. Yeah, especially after the, you know, and I don't know if these guys are trying to really build up or they believe in what they're saying, you know. I don't know. It's very strange, but at the same time, like you say, I want to watch the fight, brother. I want to see what's going to happen.
Magomed Ankalaev is targeting a rematch with Alex Pereira in August. Yesterday, Ankalaev said, "I have a date and I accepted already. I hope my opponent will accept too. This time there will be no 5 rounds. I don't get paid by the hour. #BigAnk." Today, Ankalaev posted this. For those of you who don't know, both him and his coach accused Alex of greasing during their fight. He wrote August, but please, #no Vaseline. Alex Pereira is currently in London, as well as Jan Blachowicz, who will be fighting Carlos Ulberg tomorrow. Ankalaev continued, "I see all my children in London, having fun, but I'm back in the gym already. See you soon, boys." He ended it off calling out Jon Jones. He posted this photo of Jon's head photoshopped onto a duck. It says, "Tom Aspinall hasn't proven anything. He hasn't done anything." Ankalaev wrote, "Johnny Chicken Bones don't want to fight Big Tom. Come back to light heavyweight division and fight Big Ank. Stop running." Both Ilia Topuria and Paddy Pimblett are in attendance for UFC London. Paddy is there in support of Molly McCann and Nathan Fletcher. Ilia will be in Guram Kutadladze's corner. For those unaware, Ilia and Paddy have been going back and forth for years now. The two even got into an altercation in 2022. During the ceremonial weigh-ins, Paddy actually showed respect to Ilia and went for a fist bump.
Next up in the strawweight division, Sean O'Bannon taking on Bruja Tomar.
Tom Aspinall has a message for Jon Jones. Earlier this week, it was reported that Jon stated that he needs 6 months to prepare for Tom after the fight gets officially booked. Tom says Jon must fight him or retire. Regarding Alex Bejeda losing to Magomed Ankalaev, Aspinall said, "You know Jon's phone got whizzed across the room on Saturday night. He was there ready to tweet that, heads in the hands and everything. No, in all honesty, I would never ever celebrate somebody's loss. That really isn't my style. I'm an Alex Bejeda fan. I love his style, love the run he's been on. I really respect where he's come from and everything like that, but it couldn't have happened at a better time for me personally. There's nowhere to go for Jon. He either has to fight me or retire now. And if he does retire, everyone knows that he will have been avoiding me. So there literally isn't another fight for Jon at the moment. So it works out pretty good." And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's from MMA for Life. It says, "Just strip Jon Jones and make Tom the official champ already." The second one's from Sync6542. It says, "Jon is a clown. He spent his entire career on steroids beating up smaller guys. When it came time to fight the guys his own size, he cherry-picked good matchups and washed up fighters." And the final one's from Michigan Green 1915. It says, "I would rather see Aspinall fight 3 or 4 times against people I've never heard of, instead of watching Jones duck him for another year and probably never actually step in the cage. Jones is scared of losing, and he knows that is the outcome if he fights Tom." Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.